Real quick, what's your name?
My name's Aubreyana.
Aubreyana. And what do you do, Aubreyana?
I work at a clothing company.
You look fine. But what war or battle are you fighting in your life that the world doesn't know you're in?
That's so crazy because the reason why I came to the park was because I feel like I was really overwhelmed with life, and I have like these certain goals for myself that I feel like keep going up when I'm not celebrating the little wins that I have. And I feel like my goal for 2025, right, was to be more intentional about everything that I'm doing. And I feel like I've reached that goal, but I'm never celebrating myself because it's always going up. Like I want a certain number of followers on here, and I want a certain amount of like growth at my job, and it's just like I've gotten to that growth already, and 2025 hasn't ended, but I haven't taken time to celebrate that, and I feel like that's kind of like fucked up on my end because I don't know. I just feel like I just put a lot of pressure on myself, and I always tell people that the biggest, like, my biggest critic is myself, so I don't really care about what anybody says about me, but if I feel like I'm not reaching my fullest potential, it's just like nothing really matters.
So, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What is your goal at the clothing store, but also in the other areas too that you feel like you're not sort of where you want to be? What is the end goal?
Yeah, so I went to Howard for marketing, and
HU?
you know, you went to Howard?
No, my cousin
Oh.
did. I know.
Oh.
Is that illegal? Am I gonna get
that's
beat up if I do
illegal.
that?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Cancel,
All right.
though.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
okay.
But yeah, I went to school for marketing, and right now I'm an office logistics manager, which is pretty good, but I'm not exactly where I want to be in that company. So
How long have you been working there?
a year, but but it's like my first year I was like part time, but still like working as a full time person, but like not getting my benefits and not getting like the full respect that I felt like I deserved. Oops.
So, I mean, I'm just assuming here, but I would assume you're like fairly young, right? 20 still. Okay. And I'm sure you've heard this before. You're still young.
Yeah. Yeah.
It don't change the fact that it still feels
Yeah.
like it feels.
Yeah. I agree.
But I will say that they're not wrong. It is early.
Yeah.
You are young.
Yeah.
I believe that
But
this.
where I work, it's a lot of young people, like straight out of college in the roles that I want to be in. It just feels like a lot of I have to prove my. It's just like being black. You know what I mean? Like,
I was about to say,
Yeah.
it sounds like you
Yeah.
tiptoeing around the real
Yeah.
issue here.
Yeah, it's being black, and it's like I have to work extra hard, and I never really had to realize that, but now I'm on like my TikTok journey, and I really realize like these white girls, they just like it don't matter what they do, it's just like they just get way more love than black girls, and especially being a darker skinned black girl, it's just like whoa, it's extra hard out there for us, but yeah.
I hate to laugh because it's
true.
just true.
It's so
I've
true.
heard it from so many black women, so many just people of color in general, but specifically black women. And I'm not shying away from that because I feel like people like to shade black women by not saying black women. They say people of color. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, black women.
Yeah.
Black women have had very difficult times doing very easy, or at least things that seem to be easy for other people.
And that's one thing that I really appreciate about Howard is that they told us first, because I went to their business school, first week there, they were like, you guys are going to have it hard. Like, going into the business school, you guys are definitely going to have to work 100 times harder. And instead of just like being like, oh, fuck that, you might as well just go with the flow and just work 10 times harder because you saying anything isn't going to change anything. You might as well just do it.
One thing so I'm a writer, I'm a comic. I've been sort of working in the entertainment industry for like a little over 10 years now, right? And one thing that I've learned is that is so true. It is going to be an uphill battle, but it's like you're going to get uphill. As long as you continue to put one foot in front of the other and don't fuck something up majorly on the way, you'll get there.
Yeah.
And it's just hard to feel that when you're in it day by day and every day feel like Groundhog Day. And if, but yeah, if I could offer you anything, that's what I would offer you is that it changes with time. And also pay attention to how you feel, because it's leading you where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Even if that feeling is like, I shouldn't feel like I don't like this and this is something that I wanted, or I'm with these people that I feel like I'm supposed to be with, if those feelings come up and it's still like around something you didn't expect it to be around, it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
So those are the only things that came up for me when you said this, and
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, because I know nothing about your life.
Yeah.
So like, who am I to give you advice?
No, I love advice. I really appreciate advice. And it's just a lot of just like, you caught me on an off day too. Usually I'm very positive, nothing can stand in my way, but today I don't know what it was.
Today's something knocked the wind out of you, huh?
Yeah, it was definitely, and it's just like, I just feel like I work really, really hard, and sometimes I feel like, am I not being true to myself, and like I could actually work harder, or am I just being too hard on myself? So like, I feel like I was just talking to like my phone, and I was like, I need a therapist, because I feel like maybe I'm setting unrealistic expectations for myself, or I'm just not setting them high enough.
It could be a mix of both. Anybody want to be next? It could be a mix of both. It could be a mix of both. Like, we are toughest critics,
Yeah.
right? And we see where we want to go, and you see another peak. Once you get to one, you're like, I want to go that one or whatever. And like, it's hard to celebrate the small victories, especially
Yeah.
when you're not where you want to be. One thing that's taught me to sort of combat that is being still. You know, accepting those boring, small, still moments that feel frustrating or like whatever, because it's giving you enough pause to reflect. And in those moments of
I don't
stillness,
want to reflect right now. I don't want to reflect right now.
you're just angry.
Yeah, I'm not angry. I'm just kind of like, ugh. But it's not
Okay.
anger. It's like kind of disappointment, but not disappointment in myself, because I know that I'm like exactly where I need to be. It's disappointment in like me feeling this way. I'm grateful for my life. Like everything that I am right now is like something that I dreamed to be. But I'm mad at myself that I'm not living happy about where I am, because me knowing myself and like not being in this state right now that I'm in, like I know that I'm blessed.
Do you want a hug?
No, I'm okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, I saw you tearing up a little bit. I was like,
No.
but I think give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Give yourself time. And yeah, give yourself the grace that you want these people to give you. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't ask them to see you for who you really are and what you really are. You don't even see yourself.
That's true.
Because that's the way people treat you, how you treat yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I had to learn that too. If you walk in there confident and whatnot, yeah, you may be punished for being a black woman to some degree compared to other people, but I think it's still worth like walking around in a space like you are that shit, like you know your worth, and let people feel how they want to feel about it, man. But just start by giving yourself all the love you deserve before you allow anybody else to do it.
I agree. 100%.
I hope this conversation was
I
at
don't know
least
about you,
1% helpful.
What are you? What was the question you asked me?
I said, what war are you fighting that the
Okay.
world can't see?
What war are you fighting that the world can't see?
Plenty. I'm actually, the reason I'm doing this is because this film that I'm making right now kind of led me to this question, right? Where I'm working on a documentary that's supposed to advocate for and shine light on the battle that is being a sickle cell warrior, right?
Do you have sickle cell?
I do.
What is sickle cell?
Sickle cell is a blood disorder that limits the iron and oxygen in your blood. Your red blood cells are round like donuts. Mine are like sickle shaped, like the moon or whatever. Because of that mutation, it clogs blood vessels sometimes. It leads to extreme pain or other symptoms like I'm anemic, I get cold fast, you know, stuff like that, right?
How'd you figure out you had sickle cell?
I was like 2.
Oh,
It's
so
a
they
hereditary
tested it.
thing, yeah.
Oh.
It's hereditary.
So I remember doing walks for sickle cell, but I never really knew what it was. They were just like, go walk. And I'm like, okay.
So wait, they just said walk for sickle cell. You was like, I'm walking.
Yeah.
You didn't ask anybody what it was?
I was really young. So like I was just like, okay. I was a part of like this thing called Top Teens, and they were like heavy donors, or I don't know how to say that, but they annually like did a walk. So it was just like, okay, I was with my friends. We just walked.
Well, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for at least walking and supporting the gang. But so I, it's an invisible disability, right? I look fine. You wouldn't tell what I go through just by looking at me. And this is basically the core of that film, and it's a ways away from being out.
That affects a lot of black people, right? Like that.
Yeah, it predominantly affects African American and Latino
I knew
people.
that.
But yeah, not a lot of people talk about it, especially black men. And so I was making a documentary about my experience with it, trying to figure out how to connect it to a universal audience. And You Look Fine was like the cherry on top. And I'm like, I can expand that.
I get it.
So I want to expand that conversation to just general people. Yeah, that film is going to be about me, but this is about people. Like
you look fine on the outside, but like you don't know
what's going on.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people get that chance to talk about stuff like that these days, at least in a very open way where they're not judged.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who you are. I want to be inviting. I want to ask everybody here, but these motherfuckers looking at me crazy.
Yeah.
All right, one more question.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems like you're a very mindful person. You have a big jug of water with you.
Oh yeah.
I do too. You're at a park eating grass and sunshine. You seem to be very health conscious.
Yeah.
So we weren't all this way, right? What would your body say about the way you treat your mind? And what would your mind say about the way you treat your body?
I think they'll say good things. I've been vegan for 7 years now, and I just feel so good. Like when I tell you call me on an off day, you call me on an off day. Like
Wait, did you eat beef today?
No, I must have. They must have put some little chicken stock in something because
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I think overall I'm very in tune with myself. That's why I just needed to just have a day for myself and just like eat what I want to eat, do what I want to do. And yeah, I think I'm very happy with myself. Like overall, I'm very happy with myself. I know that I'm gonna be successful. I know that like God has a plan for me. It's just dealing with days like this where it's like, I just need to get out of it because I know tomorrow's gonna be a new day and it's just for the now. So I think my mind and my body are pretty good.
I like that. You have a very light about you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You were very inviting and personable, even with me just asking if you do this. So I feel that. I think you're in a good place. Thank you. I don't know, but you know what? You know what'll help?
What?
I needed to have a producer here. That's what I get for coming here by myself.
I mean,
It just
how
looks
long ago
weird.
did you start this? It doesn't look weird.
I started this today.
Really?
Yeah, I literally came up with the idea yesterday and was like, I'll just go there today.
Oh, that's so good. I need to do that more.
Yeah.
I feel like I have especially with the TikTok thing, like I have so many ideas in my head that I just need to slow down.
No, you just need to pick one.
Yeah.
That's
and
all.
like focus on it. Because me, I just like, this, I'm passionate about this, I'm passionate about this. Like,
That's good though.
yeah. I'd rather that. 100% I'd rather that.
No, that's good because that's what I do. Like I'm full of ideas and I have more ideas than I can do. But that means you're the well and people are gonna come to you with a bucket for your ideas. So fucking toss them bitches out there. Put them up.
Yeah. There's so many. I think people will be like, oh.
Go with your feeling. Go with the one that makes you feel like good. Like, ooh, I woke up in the middle of the night thinking about this type shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Those type of ideas are the ones that are worth exploring and doing stuff like sitting in a park by yourself on a Saturday afternoon to just see how it goes.
Yeah. Is it going good?
Yeah, I mean, you're the second person that's started to talk to me. Like
when I saw you come up, I thought it was like already organized. Like it doesn't look like you're just sitting here.
Yeah, thank you. I make it look all right for myself. I'm a little experienced, but yeah, I don't know. I think it would be dope to have somebody here asking these people if they want to be next. But
oh, you want me to ask somebody?
What? You want to ask somebody?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Ask her. Ask another woman or different race. Oh, you right.
Maybe she.
We'll see. She might actually give me a guest. Let's see. 10 minutes.